Hello everyone, welcome to the stream. Alright, so this is the fourth day of practice trading. So, yesterday, as I imagined, the directional bias was bearish. The market did show the bearish signals and went down good bit today. Market was down over 300 points so far today. It still has some more room to go down a little bit, a lot. But we're approaching the Asian session here now, and here this market here at this point at 385 level. I'm assuming I'll take a good retracement before it goes further down. So Asian session is about to start in few minutes. So we so here I'm imagining a retracement before it goes further down. So at least the good half of the Asian session, I think, will experience the bounce from the sell-off that has happened during the late New York session and after the market close. So this is the practice trading day 4, video number 4. Our overall PNL is still negative, but our directional bias is coming good. Our entry points are not that great, but we are still in a good shape of applying the concepts and methods, I think. So um, we always can identify the selling and buying zones, not the exact specific price point where we can make the entry. So even if we can identify the zones, still we should be very good. We No matter how experienced any trader is, uh, cannot identify the exact pinpoint price point, a pinpoint price level to make the entry. So even if we could identify the zones and make the entries in the zone, or split up the positions and take um, one third, one fourth, one third positions like that in that zone, still it should be good. But overall, if we keep the position size small and identify the zone and identify the overall directional bias, um, then that will be a very good start for anyone. So, and that is a very, uh, I think those are all the things needed if someone wants to be really profitable. All right, if you remember, I um, mentioned about the directional bias yesterday. Um, so my direction bias is correct, and I've pointed out some areas like 670, 680, and then I mentioned it'll the price is looking at about like 260 level, and it's almost like it made two-thirds of its journey. Two-thirds of its journey. So just one-third is remaining, but will it go the remaining one-third of the target directly, or will it take a stop, take a retracement a little bit, and go down? So these are the two possibilities um, um, before it could see a strong resistance at the 260 level. So one possibility is it can go directly to the 260 level where I'm anticipating a good support, or it will take a retracement and then go down after. These are the two possibilities. I'm guessing the second possibility has the higher probability. Um, Let us see. The Asian session will start in 10 minutes. So Asian session should bring some buying volume. So the change of strategy was again the same. Keep the position size small, and do not wait for the home runs. Instead, just take the base hits, whatever we get on the way, and we can retake the positions. We can reposition ourselves as we go up into deep into the retracement. And again, this is we are still in the overall directional bias of um, correction after the strong bull run over the past 3 months. So my overall diagnosis of the market is that it is in the correctional phase now, and the major impulsive waves towards the down and the correctional waves would make up little bit of the losses. They pair up a little bit of the losses, all the correctional waves. Ideally, we should not trade the correctional waves. We should skip the correctional waves and trade only the impulsive waves. But if the correctional wave is strong enough that we can get hold of, then yes, we can take positions even though it's a correctional, but you need to remember that it's a correctional wave, and anytime the higher time frame of force, the major force that is coming from the higher time frames in the form of impulsive wave could show up anytime. So remember that fact, and if we are attempting the correctional runs, then definitely we need to have the stop loss, because our overall um, um, major trend will not help in that case. Market will not show any mercy if we go against the bigger higher time frame trends. So it is very important for us to recognize, identify, diagnose the bigger trend, the major force where the markets are going. So here the Asian session has not started yet, but market is already showing some signs of strength. As as you saw, I made tiny trades with very tiny base hits. Will that make a very huge difference to my PNL, which is already negative in my practice account? I think if we keep on practicing the same method over so many trades, but slowly and surely it can make the difference. So believe in the idea and execution and keep working on it. How is your trading journey coming along, ladies and gentlemen? So I'm guessing if you're watching this video, I'm guessing you're also very interested or in the process of learning the trading as I am now. So where have you been so far? Are you feeling confident enough? Are you able to make consistent profits? The statistics show that more than 99% of the traders or day trading fail. Only 1% succeed. Can you become that 1%? What it needs? What attributes? What characteristics of a human being will take you to the top 1% who make consistent profits? I've I've seen some great interviews from the traders in the internet. Most of them share some similar experiences that they have. That they have experienced losses before making the profits, and that they did not leave the process, and they've been very perseverant about the process, and they survived so long that eventually they saw the profits. So surviving is the name of the game. So if you can save yourself from the market to trade another day, to trade tomorrow, and if you could do that every day, I think that is the path to success. What do you guys think? All right, so Asian session, 3 minutes to go. So given the sell-off occurred late in the late New York session, and after the market closure, I'm assuming the Asian session will not be that quiet. It will show some volatility, some range, some action, some volume, some magnitude, and some moves. So if any streamer out there doing any YouTube content, I'm trying to learn the OBS for my streaming. Um, so was exploring if OBS is good, or any other streaming platforms would be good. If you have any suggestions, please mention in the comments below. Are you guys able to hear my voice? Okay. I've seen my videos, tested my videos yesterday. My voice is not that audible, it looks like, in previous recordings. Alright, Asian session is open now. Officially, it is open at 8 o'clock Eastern Time. Alright. Started with a bullish pin bar. Alright. As I imagined, it is showing some signs of strength here. So what is your trading style? Would you comfortable holding the position for long times? Set the price, set the entry, exit, stop loss, and take profit, and then let the trade run, or would you would you prefer managing the trade actively while it is in the run? I think individual's personality plays a big role in that decision. How do you want to approach our trading? If you want to hold for long time, just with a bigger, higher range, or making several ins and outs, it depends on the personality. There's some traders, I've seen some interviews from them. They are very good at holding the position throughout its course. They do not move the stop loss or take profit target, or they do not change the trade in the middle. It requires a lot of discipline. And commitment towards that trade, after determining the valid entry and exit points to stay through the course. It requires a lot of discipline, and that kind of discipline obviously comes with the practice, experience, and after you have seen the market, experienced the market enough, then only it gives you some that kind of confidence to um, where you believe yourself that you can hold the trade, and still the trade will work out for you. Okay, Asian session is definitely very clearly showing some strength. We cleared the 416 area, so which is a pivot level. 416 has been cleared with the good volume, and the beginning of this Asian session. So as I mentioned before, after such sell off at the end of the New York session, and after the um, after the end of the day, today's daily candle started with the sell off. So the beginning of this candle was red. So since the Asian session has not started by the time, so that volume that sell off must be a low volume sell off. So if you apply the volume profile concepts there, then the low volume sell offs usually be corrected, but the price will go back, check the high volume point of control areas. So I'm guessing that we can see, we all can see exactly that is what happened here in this Asian session. Okay, so our overall recognition of the bias was correct. The entry points were off yesterday and day before yesterday. For the past 3 days the entry points were not good, so that's why our overall PNL in our practice trading is still negative. Yeah, today we are making real tiny basics, but it may not be good enough. But as I said before, if we can repeat this several times, then it could become a different strategy altogether. All right, so is it a good idea to hold on to the correctional wave for so long time? We need to be really careful because impulsive wave from the higher time frame could dominate these small correctional moves anytime. So we need to have very strict stop losses if we are aiming the correctional waves. So that is a big concern I have here, because I'm believing it is a correctional wave, not the impulsive. Impulsive would be again one leg further down. Will it happen now, or will it go a little bit further up into 560 level and then check back down the 260 240 levels after? So that is a $1 million question we have in front. So the approach with the base hits is like if we hold on to this position for a little bit longer, losses are getting accumulated, and these losses you've seen like a couple of minutes ago, the negative PNL of this position went to like 80s $87, something like that. So I don't think I've made more than 87 in those small base hits. So So will these small realized base hits make up the unrealized losses overall? That is the big question. So we are holding on to the unrealized losses and then hoping for the small base hits, which is definitely um, operating the trade with a negative R and R ratio, negative risk reward ratio, which is not suggested by the approach specialists. We are testing out different approaches. Anyway, we are in the process of learning the trading. So, as I mentioned before, I am not a pro trader. I'm also in the process of learning this art and science. Please do not copy me or any other trader. You will lose for sure. This is only for the education and entertainment purposes only. If you have any better suggestions for me, how I can approach the markets better, please advise me in the comments and please support my channel. It's a new channel. I appreciate your support. Please like, share, and subscribe. Today's session I'll have to keep it small because, as you have seen, my son is acting cranky, so I have to go attend him. All right. Thank you for your support, ladies and gentlemen. We will follow together. We'll follow up together again tomorrow if we have seen the 260 level by tomorrow's session. I'm guessing the New York session will definitely hit the 260 level after um, this correctional wave is done. Eventually the impulsive wave will um, take into effect and it'll go further one leg down. That is my imagination. The PNL, my PNL, overall PNL in my practice account is not great. It is still in the red. That's why I say do not copy me or anyone in the internet. That's all for tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Please take care of yourself. Bye.